PK52, the Saturday morning meeting, number 3, series on tools and how to use tools to improve your overall. I really love the statement I did last week where we did the whole deal on digging a hole with the hands, with the spade, with the shovel, and with the diesel backhoe. I think that makes a point that no matter how talented you are, the use of tools increase your ability. It's like, maybe call it the fulcrum effect. You can't lift something off the ground, but if you put a log and a board and you push down on the board, all of a sudden that fulcrum effect makes everything easier. And so instead of trying to do the heavy lifting, one thing that I'll tell you for sure is, as you age a little bit, because from the ages of 16 to 25 years old, I mean, you honestly believe you could run through a wall. I mean, you do stupid stuff because you recover fast and because you're actually able to do it. But as you put some age on, what happens is all of a sudden you say, you know, I can carry that up the stairs, but maybe I got a buddy and I'll call him over and we'll carry that up together. Doesn't mean I can't do it. It just means that now I'm a little bit wiser, and by incorporating a second person, then the task becomes simpler. In any kind of thing, from a relationship to a job to a performance, if you have the ability to incorporate tools, then your overall efficiency is always going to be better. You know, it's funny, when they shoot a movie, they don't shoot the movie from start to finish and just turn the camera on. They shoot it in scenes and segments. They put it out of order, and then somebody comes back with an editing tool, and all of a sudden, no matter how many times you messed up, how many times you turned the wrong way, or how many times the scene wasn't set like it was supposed to be set, when you watch the final product, it is unbelievable, and it makes multiple millions of dollars. Before Disney ever opens the gate, every single day, they have a meeting downstairs below ground, and they say, when you come up top, you're now on stage. So they use costumes and prep and all kinds of things to increase the overall entertainment for their buyer. So in each and every aspect of our lives, being able to use a tool becomes great. Taking a breath in an argument before you start back in on your side of the argument sometimes prevents the argument. So that, in that case, the tool would be a breath. Let's go back to the automotive space for a second. If you haven't bought or purchased or really driven a car in this latest technology in a half a decade or a decade, you could be lost. It's interesting because I go into different cities and I always try to rent a Toyota. I like to be able to get from point A back to point B and not have an issue, and Toyota's always been the way to go. But every once in a while, brilliant travelers will have all the Toyotas gone, and I'll have to take another product. I get in, I try to pair the phone, I try to figure out the drive system, how to turn the vehicle on, and everything's different in most manufacturers. So the more information that somebody can receive before they buy or purchase something, the more likely they are to buy it. In the case of Toyota, I've just spoken with a couple of people that just went to the T3 for the all-new Tacoma and Land Cruiser gang. They got to drive the Tacoma in a very, very harsh off-road situation, along with the current generation Tacoma. So that would be a tool to let the trainers that are going to train everybody on how these vehicles perform do the training before and now tool themselves up so they can say, okay, I did drive it in this situation, and here's what it did, here's what the last generation didn't do, here's what the turbocharged did, this is what the iForce Max did, because they've actually physically operated these vehicles and learned and used some different things. Off-road, dug holes, they had some cross ties to go over, they had some climbing where the wheels got in the air. So they created a course which became the tool to improve the message of the all-new Tacoma and Land Cruiser. So there's so many features on our new vehicles. Let's do trucks and SUVs because they're super simple to be able to diagnose. I'm driving the truck on the highway. I need the truck to drive as much like a passenger car as possible. Well, there's all kinds of devices in there. There's Safety Sense 2.5, 3.0 to make the vehicle safer in traffic, pedestrian safety. All that stuff is built in truck and car. But once I take it off-road, whether it's just a regular dirt road or really, really a tough terrain, There are features built into these trucks and SUVs that are beyond belief. And if people have never experienced those before, why would they try it? And how would they try it? You sell somebody something with crawl mode, they own it for 5 years, they've never used crawl mode. Now, they may have been in a space or a place where they could have used crawl mode, but it's been 1.5 years since you did the delivery, and they have no idea how to even turn that on. I grew up and we had a lot of time on a lake and became kind of a lake kid. Did a lot of skiing, a lot of wakeboarding. I love the water. But watching people back boats down a boat ramp is almost better than the best movie of the year. You know, to get a chair and sit on the top of a boat ramp on a 4th of July, you don't need to go in the water. There's no room in the water and the waves are too big. There's boat wash everywhere. Just sit at the top of the boat ramp. And after these people have indulged on multiple beverages while on the water, watch somebody try to back a trailer down in the water and try to put that boat on a trailer. You know, it's embarrassing, and then you get frustrated. And the more frustrated you get, the less efficient you are. And then there's a yelling match. And boy, could I tell you stories of things I've seen on a boat ramp on July 4th. Some of you could share some of the same stories because it's a nightmare. But now we have features in our trucks that you don't have to back a trailer because it'll do it for you. You know, you got stuff in cars now. You don't have to parallel park your car anymore because you can't do it because nobody knows how. The car will do it for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk right now. The bigger you make it, the bigger it is. Create an all-new technology video for every expanded technology on everything you sell. One of the things I would recommend is you just go to YouTube, go to Toyota USA, and there are videos on how everything works. Some are animation, some are real life. I like this one right here. It's just somebody talking about, well, let's just watch it for a second so you guys will see what I'm talking about.
Hey guys, it's Mike Car Scoops, and today we're checking out the 2022 Toyota Tundra and its straight path assist system.
Straight path assist.
What you put it in reverse, hit this little toggle switch over here, and the steering wheel lines up.
Foot off the brake.
Just let your foot off the brake and reverse, and the steering will automatically adjust itself so it drives in a straight line in reverse. Really helpful if you're doing it at a boat launch, you got people around you. Don't look like an idiot because it does it for you. So it's a pretty cool feature. And you have cameras on the side too, so you can watch everything, make sure it's doing a good job, and you can take manual control if you need to. Really nice system.
So the crazy thing about it is, at delivery, you're gonna talk about this feature, but you don't have a trailer. You know, you didn't have them back a boat up or back a cargo trailer up while they're at the dealership during the demo drive. You just explained to them how this works. So why wouldn't you rip this off the internet and then send them several key videos? Here are some elevated technologies in the vehicle you just bought, and I've sent them over to you as a link so that you could keep them under my name in your text file. So the first time you load the trailer up and you want to use the trailer assist, you just watch this video and it does it for you. And so what we've done is, by adding the technology and the ability of these vehicles, we've increased the value of the vehicle. The greatest way to be a great salesperson is to present more value than the price. PK52, the Saturday Morning Meeting.